Gaffer, 3-0 defeat here at the Den tonight. What was your assessment of that one this evening?
Painful defeat as always. I think, as I said to the players, I think we have to hold our hands up. We didn't deserve to get anything from that match. We were well short of what's required at a place like this in the first half. We were seconds of the ball and there wasn't much in the game really, but the decisive moments we were short. We weren't there, so and it's ended up costing us. So yeah, it's very disappointing because we haven't had many of these days for the last couple of months, but hopefully a timely reminder of how challenging the league is and what you need to do every single game to be competitive, home and away. So yeah, from our point of view, we weren't good enough.
You look at the first half in particular, the first 20 minutes, there wasn't much in it. It was reasonably competitive, but is it fair to say in that first half we just couldn't find our rhythm, particularly the good parts that we had at Norwich on Saturday?
Yeah, I think we expected them to sort of press us. When we were calm and we played through the press well, we were good. We had a couple of decent attacks, but it was for them. It's their very direct. It's set pieces. It's long balls. It's second ball. It's a long throw. It's a wide free kick. It's a long ball. They're very direct. It's a typical Championship team, and we have to do all those basic ugly side of the game well when you come to a place like this. The football side, we weren't out footballed. We were up against a team that was going to try and make it really difficult for us by putting balls in the box and set pieces, and we didn't have the strength to withstand that tonight, and that's a disappointing thing because we faced a lot this season and we've normally stood up to it well, but today we weren't quite there.
It's probably fair to say those basic fundamentals needed, especially away from home, is what you're alluding to there, that we just weren't at the races tonight.
Yeah, exactly. That was basically it. I think we all knew what was going to come. I certainly did. Millwall away, you know exactly, this is a classic Championship away game, that the way they play, everything about this place, we needed to stand up to it better than we did. I thought we were coming into the game with the right attitude, but there wasn't enough there. And as I said to the players, the only thing we can do and hope is that this is a timely reminder of how challenging the league is. So the importance to stay, focused for every single match, because there are no easy games, and this was a classic case of just not quite doing enough. And some games we've had this season where you say, well, we were unlucky to lose that, or we should have got a point from that, but tonight we were well beaten.
At half-time, 2-0 down, I'm sure the message was get the next goal and things can change quickly. So how disappointing was it to concede just 3 minutes after the restart and from a set piece as well? Yeah,
exactly. It was very frustrating. You think we stay in the game, if you get a goal then the place will turn. Doesn't matter when you get that goal, but if you can get it to 2-1. But another set piece, wide free kick. We've been very, very good at defending set pieces recently, but again, they were chasing everything. They got onto the second ball of the wide free kick. Looked like it was going out of play, but they did that extra step to get there and get the ball back in. And it was a night where we weren't doing enough of that ourselves. So, I expect the players to be disappointed. Obviously, always feel for the fans in these games when they have to travel back without something to show for it. But I thought they were amazing, as always on the road, singing our song right the way through to the very end. But it wasn't to be tonight, so we have to dust ourselves down pretty quickly.
When you go down to 10 men, especially away from home, it does make life even more difficult. Do you have any complaints about the 2 yellow cards for John Solis?
No, I think both of them you could say were yellow. I mean, again, you'd be nitpicking, but there was quite a few instances where there could have been a yellow card shown to the opposition, absolutely. But on this case for John, I think they're 2 yellow cards. And obviously that puts us in a really difficult position. The one thing we did do at that point was show a little bit of spirit and togetherness and solidarity to see that through and not make it, a really, really bad evening for us in terms of the scoreline. So we stayed in there to the end, but the game was dead.
And when you play with 10 men for so long, the last thing you want is for it to become 4 or 5 on a night like this. So, pleasing that the players stuck to the task and never gave up.
Yeah, they didn't give up. We're not. I can't remember a game where we've given up. We've been there, no fight, but it was the start of the game that cost us. We were second best really on the basic stuff, not on the football, on the basic parts of the game, and it's a timely reminder, as I said to the players, if some needed it, maybe they did, maybe they didn't, but whatever, it's a timely reminder for what's required in this league. We've got 12 games to go and we're going to need to make sure that we're there every second of every game.
Kai Wagner's had to come off with what looks like a blow to his shoulder. Is there any indication of how bad it is?
No, it's a bit of a whack. I think we'll see in the morning, but it doesn't look too promising at this moment in time because he got a whack on this area here. So we'll have to see how he is. He'll get it checked in the morning.
And just finally, Gaffer, after a 3-0 defeat here tonight, important we dust ourselves down, recover well, and go again at home with 12 games to go. We can't afford to sort of maybe drop too many points now in these closing stages and make sure that gap stays to within reach.
No, absolutely, yeah. I mean, where are we? 10th in the league, 12 games to go. We're in there. I think out of those 12 games, I think I'm right in saying 7 of them at home, 5 are away. So, you know, we've got to try and take everything we can. We're playing against one of the best teams on Monday night. So what we have to do is exactly that, recover well, learn from this, because there's definitely a lot of learning for us, grow from it, because in the most difficult, challenging times, normally we've grown and become a better team. So we've got to become a better team after tonight. And go for every single game. Next one's at home. We have to go for it.
Thank you. Well, Christoph, a disappointing result at the Den this evening.
Yeah, definitely. A reminder how hard this league is, how you need to be there every single time. And there was something missing tonight from the start. Actually, I don't think we started too bad, but with 2-0 down, we gave ourselves a lot to do, and then obviously we concede shortly after the break and get a red card, and then it was just about damage limitation really.
We knew the dangers that Millwall were going to bring this evening, and this place is a tough place to come. Can you put your finger on what exactly went wrong?
I don't know. We got to hold our hands up today and just admit we weren't good enough. They were first to the first and second balls, and maybe they were a little bit hungrier than us, and something was off, and you get punished in that league if you're not there, like I said.
Do you think today came as a bit of a wake-up call not to rest on our laurels after a successful run of games?
Yeah, like I said, it's definitely a reminder that you need to stay humble, need to do the basics well, otherwise you won't get anything in this league.
It's probably fair to say it looked a little bit out of character to the Birmingham City we've been used to seeing in recent games.
Of course, and like I said, we've done all the basics so well, and we know we've got all that quality, but quality alone won't get you anywhere in this league like we saw today. So they done the basics a little bit better today. They were a little bit hungry and then more switched on to us, and that's why they won.
We saw Kyle Wagner go off in the 70th minute. We of course send our best wishes to him. He's really become an instrumental part of how we play recently.
Yeah, I don't know how bad his injury is, but obviously he looked in a bit of pain there. So we wish him well. He's coming, and like you said, really been very good on and off the pitch. And if he is due to be out, we're definitely going to miss him a lot.
Quick turnaround now to Monday, back home at St Andrews, looking for a return to winning ways.
Yeah, of course. We've got a big game coming up on Monday. We definitely had a wake-up call today, and we'll try and get 3 points there with our home crowd behind us.
It's obviously no secret what we're trying to achieve this season. Is there still enough belief in the squad that we can push for that goal still?
Yeah, of course the belief was always there, no matter what. Obviously, we know there's a little bit of a gap now, but there's enough football left to be played, and we won't panic after every defeat, and we won't celebrate like we've won the league after every time we win. So we're going to stay level-headed and keep working hard, keep doing the basics, and then we see where we're going to end up.
Absolutely, and finally a message to the Blue Noses who, as always, travelled in their numbers tonight.
Yeah, they packed that away, and disappointing to obviously nothing for them today. And like I said, it's really disappointing to see that many people travel down to London and not we can't reward them, and that's really, really painful.
Christoph, thank you very much.
Thank you.